While the champions can be the younger crowd who are deemed too young to be superheroes, but
which could have been interesting if they kept the not the what's that called? The 50 state initiative, but it's Sokovia Accords. If they kept the Sokovia Accords, that would have been interesting.
Oh, to have vigilantes.
Yeah, because now it's like I know that some of the people that are the Avengers right now, right? There's not an Avengers, but let's say they had the Sokovia Accords, and it was made of all heroes who signed the Accords. They sanctioned the younger heroes who all signed the Accords.
That would be
and
cool.
Why are these kids? Why aren't these kids? Because they're not adults, so they can't sign a government contract.
Yeah.
They probably were like, oh, the Sokovia Accords. No, we signed with Captain America.
Yeah.
So the young Avengers are like, yo, you guys can't just be doing this. You have to sign the Accords. And they're like, no, Boomer, we don't have to sign the Accords. We're the only Boomer we side with is Captain Steve Rogers. I don't know. That was my impression of them. That was my impression of them. That would have been interesting.
That would have been more interesting.
If the Sokovia Accords were still in place, you could have done so much with it going forward. The Avengers are broken up.
Do I have to remind you that the Sokovia Accords have been revoked? You do, because I didn't know. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
oh, that's news to me, Matt. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know, Matt.
start their own secret group to do it anyway. Young Avengers amateurs, champions, vigilantes. Wiccan. I may be way off, but I don't think I am. It sure seems like this actor, Heartstopper's Joe Locke, will be playing some version of Billy, Wanda's fake kid from another dimension or whatever, in Agatha, Coven of Chaos. How does this play out? I have no idea. Magic, multiverse, Mephisto, chaos, Darkhold, clone, Kang, nonsense. Any one of or a combination of these words could be the explanation.
When I heard that part earlier, I was thinking, there's no reason anymore as to why where someone could be like, how would they pull off something like that? I got a list of things of how they could pull it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it does become convenient for everything now.
Yeah.
It makes it easier. You can just be like, oh, how was that? Oh, Flashpoint.
Flashpoint. Oh, wait. Ralph died. Oh, yeah. Flashpoint. Like, what? That should have been in the story notes, my guy.
Yeah, exactly. Nah, it'll be fine.
Here's the thing. I'm not against the MCU going away from the comics because I think because the first 3 phases weren't so close to the comic books.
Yeah.
To me, like when I watched phase like 1 and 2, it reminded me of a combination of the Ultimate Universe and the main 616 universe, and I liked that. I thought that was cool combining those two, like combine them loosely and then coming out with a product that's original. But one thing you have to realize is that when you change things, now some other things that the comics doesn't make sense anymore. Okay, well, this characters are responding to this way. Well, in the comic books, that makes sense because this happened, or this will happen in the future. But because something happens a specific way in the movies, it's like, okay, well, that can't happen anymore because people don't know that exists.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, people love Captain Marvel. It's like, who knows about Captain Marvel? How do people know about this thing? Or like, okay, well, like we talked about Eternals. Well, if this is like this in Eternals, that means that either messes up something in the past, or you're gonna or that messes up something that's supposed to happen in the future with the characters. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, I really liked WandaVision.
Yeah, I liked it.
But by making Billy and Tommy Wanda's creation, and not able to leave a hex, you're either going to have her basically create a hex around the world, which would be interesting with a World War Hulk storyline and the whole world's in a hex. Whenever she messed up the Hulk's mind in Age of Ultron.
Ooh.
Yoda. Yeah. See? You see the
Yeah.
Yeah. That's actually that doesn't sound that great now that I'm thinking about it. I don't know how you would implement that. But that could be interesting. Like a World War Hulk situation.
The way they have
caused by Scarlet Witch.
the way they seem to have do Wanda at the end of Multiverse of Madness, I don't think they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna try to redeem her again.
Mm-hmm.
I think Marvel should make up their mind on what they want to do with Wanda.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, she's evil. Oh, she's good. Oh, but then again, at the end of WandaVision, she wasn't really good. She was
Jason,
still trying to find
she's
her
just
good.
your average kid that no one understands. Yeah.
What's going on?
But one thing, I don't think Billy and Tommy existed in the other world.
Why not?
I think they were still in the. I think she was a reformed Wanda who made a hex just around the house.
Okay.
And she just lived there.
That's why they wouldn't see Wanda as a threat.
It's
she's
like
being peaceful. We're not gonna bother her.
She's reformed and she promised to only stay inside the house.
Yeah.
And it's not like that. It's not like Wanda would want to leave.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, we can handle your little witch because it's like, well, Wanda isn't a threat.
Yeah.
It's like if someone came to Batman after Superman gave him good kryptonite and said use it against me, and Batman's like, cool, I'll add this to the one that I already got. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like if someone came to Batman, I was like, Superman's gone crazy. He's like, okay, well, he already gave me a kryptonite collar to put on him.
Yeah.
He already told me to contract snipers with kryptonite bullets to get him. I'm not so worried about Superman. So the Illuminati are probably like, well, we already have countermeasures in place for our Wanda. Wanda already gave countermeasure in place for herself. So that's probably why they weren't worried. They're like, well, we already got it handled. Hopefully that's the reason.
Hopefully.
We're speculating.
Yeah.
Because they didn't tell us that